One quiet afternoon, Keegan sat cross-legged on his bed, flipping through the shimmering pages of his enchanted alphabet book. He had just turned to the letter U when the page began to glow. Whoosh! In a swirl of sparkles and wind, Keegan found himself standing on a rocky trail high above the clouds. Snowy peaks stretched across the sky. The air was crisp and eagles circled far above. "Whoa," Keegan whispered. "Where am I now?" Just then, a voice echoed off the stone. "Hello? Is someone there?" Keegan turned and saw a majestic creature perched delicately on a steep ledge. It was a Urial, a wild mountain sheep, with golden brown fur, long curved horns, and a silver pendant around her neck. "My name's Uma," she said, stepping closer. "I was following the glowing stones to return to my herd, but the trail vanished. Now I'm stuck." "I'm Keegan," he said kindly, "and I think I can help." They walked side by side along a narrow path where tiny glowing pebbles sparkled here and there, but none showed a full trail. Keegan bent down and picked one up. It felt warm. "These stones aren't just glowing," he said. "They're humming." Uma's ears perked. "You're right. They used to hum louder the closer I got to the herd." The two paused and listened. One stone buzzed faintly, another barely at all. They began listening to the hums to find their direction. "It's like a mountain melody," said Keegan. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept across the ledge, and Keegan slipped. "Whoa!" Uma leapt quickly and caught him with her strong shoulder. "Thanks," Keegan gasped, gripping the stone wall. "You're amazing," Uma smiled shyly. "My hooves are good on steep places." As they continued, the path narrowed and led into a cool, echoing cave. "This cave gives me the heebie-jeebies," whispered Keegan. Inside, the glowing stones stopped humming altogether. Echoes bounced everywhere. Whispers, drips, even their own voices sounded strange. "Uma," echoed Keegan playfully. "Keagan," the cave answered back. Suddenly they heard a strange crack. A wall of ice had collapsed, sealing the path behind them. "We're trapped," cried Keegan. But Uma stepped forward. "Listen." She placed her ear against the wall. "There's a breeze. Another way out." Sure enough, hidden behind a curtain of moss was a secret tunnel. Keegan crawled through, brushing dust off his hoodie. They emerged onto a glimmering ledge, overlooking a green, hidden valley. "Wow," whispered Keegan. "This place is magical." "I think we're close," said Uma. She spotted hoofprints, Urial tracks. But just then, the ground rumbled softly. "Was that thunder?" Keegan asked. "No," said Uma, eyes wide. "It's a snowslide." They turned to see snow rolling down the cliffs above. "Come on!" Keegan shouted. They raced down the winding trail, snow crashing just behind them. Uma used her horns to clear fallen branches. Keegan ducked, slid, and tumbled into a pile of snow. Safe. They landed at a quiet meadow filled with tall grass and glowing stone piles. "We made it!" Uma shouted joyfully. From beyond the trees came a cheerful call. "Uma!" Her herd appeared, Urials of all sizes, with warm eyes and proud horns. "Keegan helped me find the way," Uma told them. He listened, explored, and even faced a snowslide. One elder Urial nodded. "That's true mountain heart." The eldest of the herd stepped forward and placed a tiny glowing stone in Keegan's hand. "This is a guide stone," she said, "only given to those who show courage and kindness." It glowed softly in Keegan's palm. "Thank you," he whispered. As the sky turned golden, Uma walked him to the edge of the valley. "I was scared I'd never find the path again," she said. "But you did," Keegan replied. "Sometimes we just need someone to believe in us." The book in his backpack began to glow again. "It's time for me to go," Keegan said, hugging Uma gently. "Goodbye, mountain hero," she whispered. In a flash of sparkles, Keegan landed back in his room. He smiled, holding the guide stone in his palm. He reached for his journal and wrote, "U is for Urial, and understanding when to listen, lead, and believe."